So as you guys know, aku ada lomba hari ini. Dan aku tuh kayak bingung banget, takut juga. Gimana aku bisa lombanya nanti gitu. Congratulations for affirmative, communication to negative. Next group, Timur, kali ini.
I think I will vote for the time and for the flawless.
Okay, congratulations for negative and commiserations for affirmative. Next we have Kaal. So guys, it's actually my pre-quarterfinals competition debate in IVED 2026, and I'm actually a little bit excited and a little bit afraid and feel like overwhelmed. But yeah, I just try to do my best and don't doing the same things, and I hope I can be more contribute in my team and I can deliver my speech in very effective and efficient as a speech that really contribute into my team, and I hope that I could doing something better. Actually really my first time, and I'm pretty happy that we actually go to the pre-quarter, but actually I'm a little bit afraid because I'm afraid that I'm not doing so well and I feel like that. So yeah, I try to do my best. If you have a bad moment and you have a hard moment, thinking like this. Kita pernah gak sih ngelakuin suatu hal tuh yang kayak kelihatannya tuh sulit banget, but actually it's not the hard things like that because it actually new things. So you have to repeat in your mind, it's not the hard things, but it's a new things. Because it's a new things, it's a little bit hard for us because yeah, it's new. We have to still adaptation. We have to still adaptation, right? So yeah, kalau kamu misalnya lagi ada di fase sulit, jangan mikir ini tuh susah karena kamu nggak bisa, tapi mikir karena ini tuh emang baru aja dan kamu lagi belajar dan proses adaptasi. See you in the next story. Bye. So guys, jadi hari ini aku tuh ada kompetisi gitu, dan I try to actually remind myself to not judge myself as a small person. Kayak aku buat ngingetin diri sendiri bahwa aku gak boleh untuk mengecilkan diri aku sendiri, because kalau misalnya aku mengecilkan diri aku sendiri, itu tandanya aku gak percaya sama diri aku sendiri, aku pesimis, dan aku gak pede. Dan itu akan berdampak pada performa aku di debat nantinya, atau di competition aku nantinya. Karena aku ngerasa aku kecil, aku gak berdaya, aku lemah, dan aku kurang. So, if you guys have a problem like that, jangan pernah untuk mengecilkan diri sendiri. Fighting. Takutnya sampai sekarang kemarin, tapi sekarang karena banyak kan film-film yang kayak misal Avenger dan lain sebagainya, orang-orang tuh berekspektasi lebih lagi di film fiksi. Jadi makanya sekarang tuh apa sih namanya, Godzilla tuh kan semakin yang kayak dulu kan awalnya cuman kayak mulutnya keluar asap api, jadi sekarang tuh bisa menguasai bumi dan lain sebagainya. Dan kadang masih banyak orang yang tetap tidak puas sama itu karena apa ya, karena set standar yang semakin tinggi lagi. Orang pasti berharap konflik yang lebih tinggi, terus yang lebih seru lah, lebih aneh
lebih unreal gitu loh. Jadi kayak gitu kan. Nah, tinggal di flip sebenarnya kenapa ketika misalnya kita heavy adoption, otomatis kan Iko anggaplah jadi standar baru. Nah, kau harus jelasin juga kenapa Iko bisa jadi standar baru. Karena misalnya kayak heavy adoption kan, otomatis akan keluar terus kan di algoritma. Jadi orang-orang ngerasa itu tuh akan jadi standar yang baru, akan diadaptasi oleh mereka dan mereka anggap itu sesuatu yang benar dan jadi moral value mereka sekarang. Nah, jelasin ketika misal orang udah pernah kan, kita kan udah ngeset standar yang kayak something small dan lain sebagainya. Nah, orang bakal terhibur anyway karena apa? Karena mereka itu kan standarnya kan udah lebih rendah kan untuk merasa terhibur tadi. Nah, ketika mereka udah nengok ya udah sih idenya lucu-lucuan aja kayak Studio Gilby yang misalnya pemandangannya lucu terus kayak imut dan lain sebagainya, mereka tuh bakalan tetap terhibur anyway karena apa? Karena standar yang mereka yang mereka set sekarang itu.
I will pause it. Okay.
It's not
And
really.
both teams have also sent me. Okay. For Uner,
Kenapa
please
harus
also
adoption?
send the speaking order
Ini
to
tuh kayak
the
mekanisme
general.
besar-besaran.
Don't
It's something
just
like
text me
that.
privately, so my other two panels can see
We
as well.
using all the algorithm.
Okay. Uner B fully consents. For UNIB, please
nggak ada
let
heavy
me know
adoption
in the
to show
chat.
that
Oh, okay,
terlalu
everyone consents, so that
romantis
means
dulu,
that the moment the first speaker starts from affirmative, I'll just hit record for everyone, and then I will not pause it.
People not really looking for the
Yes,
small moment things
8 minutes 20 seconds. Please time yourself.
Okay. 1. 3 parts of my speech I'm gonna talk about as a first speaker as a affirmative themes. First, that I want to tell you about the motion. And the second one, I'm gonna talk to you about the definition and about the characterization about this motion. And the third is about the setup and the contribution of our team. Okay, first, I'm gonna definition about this motion. So we actually really support this heavy adoption for Nichojo K storytelling in the contemporary media. First, I think this is the support motion because we support this motion. Which one is better? Which one is make a public or environment or the people feel happier at the end of the day, right? And the second one is about Nichojo K. It's something like kind of the movie or the kind of that film or series or anime or the kind of the story in the focus in the daily life, small moment and the quiet and the calm things, like not depend on the drama or something like kind of big moment or a crazy plot twist or the something a big conflict or not kind of realistic things, right? It is something like we don't really unrelate for this, and this is something not really realistic things in real life, for example. So in the storytelling, it's some kind of the story that we want to give. The something kind of the advice or the story that from the media or the from the writer or the kind of the entertainment want to tell to the public, right? And the contemporary media is something like film, series, or anime, or modern animation, or music, a video, novel, or kind of webtoon, or YouTube, or digital content like TikTok, Instagram, so extra. So for the second one is about for the definition and the context or the characterization about Nichijou Kei is something like a kind of story in something daily life and small moment. For example, like chatting while eating, taking an evening walk at home, and being quiet together with our family, with our friends, with someone we love, right? And cooking in our home and playing with our cat maybe, and something like small moment realistic things, but it's that really hit us like home for us. Okay, the second one is that I'm gonna talk you to my my contribution, like the reason why if we don't have any heavy adoption in Nichijou Kei storytelling in the contemporary media, is not gonna work in today's real life. Okay, for the context is in our status quo right now, we know the story is really fast. It's not kind of that we want people at the end to make they're happy, right? But it's something like not really into the right things, because we makes people feel like they're happy really fast and then they're scrolling, because that's something kind of the story that just a big moment at the end, people will dopamine will be high and the people will feel like that standard is set by the algorithm, so people will assume that if the good movie is something like the big moment or the not unrealistic things, right? So this is why if we not a heavy adoption this Nichijou K, it will be bad first because we want to make some mechanization in the big mechanization is something like in the film or series or contemporary media using YouTube, TikTok or Instagram to spread all the content in the type of Nichijou K that for the example that I explained to you that before. So why if it bad, why is bad if not heavy adoption? Because first it's not something kind of the story is realistic things, because the today's world we always flexing our money, we're flexing our story in the good things, but that if this movie, if this story is always standardized by the people, so it's not realistic, because it feel like we are not feeling happy, because we always compare ourselves with the others, because we feel like, wow, you married with the CEO, wow, this monster is really scary, oh wow, oh my god, this really crazy plot twist that I'd never seen before. But or the something kind of like tiba-tiba kaya, for example, or really dramatic things moment is not realistic. Why this is bad at the end? Because you put the standards from the people will makes that feel like there's something not realistic and feels like not really good for the end of the day. And because they're not cannot reach that, because it's not something that they not really easily to apply in the realistic life or in the reality, right? Or the something kind of like for example romantic moment and feel like standard put too high, and so because of that the relationship is not being so work, because for example that girlfriend expect too much, because they are watch all the good things, all the big moment or the dramatics romanticization in the film, and she will be upset because the boyfriend cannot afford that, because there's something kind of the movie or the kind of the contemporary media not using Nichijou as a K as the adoption for the really life right now. And the second one is about small moment things, because we know that today right now we focus on the big moment, on the big achievement. We not focus on the small things, on the small moment or the small value that we want to achieve that. So that's why we using this heavy adoption to remind that again for the human, for the people, that actually life is not about always the big goals. Life isn't not about the spectacular life is about the small moment. You just happy with your family. It's happy with your family at the end of the day, or with the love that you want, right? So because of that, why this is bad if we not heavy adoption? Because first the people or the human, you are not become not really happy at the end of the day if you're not using the Nichijou K, because you feel like you're not really grateful for your life, because you always watch or you always consume all the content like that. So that's why you're not really happy at the end of the day, right? Comparatively, if the opponent says that people at the end will be happy to using our content because they feel entertainment, I think that's not, because that's too hard to get, and the big moment or the access to get something kind of the movie that really make you dopamine hike is not really accessible for the ordinary people, because that it's too many price or for that, etc. So that's why this is a Nichijou K. It will be more make people happy, because it can apply in a daily life. It can apply and the standards low, so that's why it will be support you for the end of the day to make happy. So that's why for the next argumentation we will be deliver for my second and third speaker as that. So that's why proud to be affirmative. Ya Allah, cepatnya 8 menit tuh rasanya lah, belum ngomong apa-apa tadi. Kandidat sampai lagi lah. Sorry lah. Sorry.
Hello?
Yes.
Just checking. I will rate the motion that was for the heavy adaptation of Nichi Joke storytelling in contemporary media. Am I clear?
Yes, everything is very audible.
Okay. Wait.
Actually, I have
Three, two, and one. Last Valentine, my boyfriend bought me a bouquet of flowers and a box of gifts with things I mentioned once I wanted to buy, but I didn't have the money for. Yeah, but I didn't.
actually I have a lot of things to do and I have a lot of things to say, but actually 8 minutes it's really short and I can't afford my argument is just still like on the paper and actually really fundamental and the concept things to do and to explain but from the Chisa says to me, but I can't translate it and I can't say that because I have too much time to explain in English and using to the definition the context of the motion. I think it's not really things that I have to explain because actually people already know for this context for the motion. Actually, I just have to use what Chisa to say to me, like why if this not heavy adoption, it will be bad at the end of the day, and like why this heavy adoption makes people or humans not really grateful and feels like in a big achievement right now, and why people not really happy right now. Yeah, actually I try to attract that. I try to explain that. So that's why I try to explain, but yeah, I still have not really happy for that one because I can see that yeah, this is actually the argument of Dani. See, like if there's people just happy for a while for happy for these things, like yeah. And I try to explain the status quo too, where people or heavy rich people can access that kind of the entertainment to get that, not the ordinary people or the majority people. Hmm, itu yang benar and moral value terhibur standar rendah. Aduh, yeah, I cannot afford this all because yeah, it's too short time to explain all these things right now, and I try to explain in English. It's my flaw of my kekurangan juga sih. Harusnya kayak aku bisa jelasin telah butuh banyak disyukurin standar tinggi totally hard to get realistic. Harusnya aku tuh nggak terlalu jelasin lagi tentang ini tuh tipe emosi apa karena orang already knows that. Terus nih Jojo ini Chijo K ini tuh film tentang apa, terus for example like what, for the context ini tuh kayak apa ya. Actually people know that, kayaknya aku cukup jelasin aja harusnya tadi tuh di menit-menit ke 3 atau keempat itu aku udah jelasin kenapa dakinya kalau kita nggak adopsi ini tuh akan buruk misalnya gitu kan. Terus kenapa misalnya heavy adoption sekarang tuh bagus untuk diterapkan karena kan masyarakat akhir-akhir ini tuh ngerasa kecil, merasa kurang menghargai hal-hal kecil dan lebih fokus pada big achievement, give moment gitu loh. Terus kenapa kalau misalnya kita bikin heavy adoption ini, kita tuh akan lebih bersyukur gitulah akan pencapaian gitu ke depannya gitu. Nah, terus komparatif gitu kan, misalnya kata komparatif kayak misalnya kalau mereka terhibur tapi itu tuh sebentar tapi kayak jawab kan gitu. Harusnya aku tuh lebih jelasin standar itu kenapa ini tuh bagus gitu, bukan jelasin hal-hal yang udah basic yang orang tuh udah tahu gitu. Nah, I'm sorry Cheese, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think for the first speaker you have to explain that, right? Why the kind of the movie that why the kind of the story of Nichijoke ini. Terus for the context, for the status quo right now gitu loh. Dan ini pun sebenarnya penjelasan dari Dani sih. Untuk ini tuh tugas untuk Dani sih, bukan tugas untuk Ampo. Mana ikut robek tadi tuh, jadi kayak tidak tersampaikan dengan benar gitu. Nah, dan kayak struktur rambut tuh acak gitu loh, dan aku merasa kayak vocab tuh masih banyak kurangnya untuk di elaborate. But ya, saya tidak puas, aku beneran tidak puas karena aku merasa kayak harusnya aku bisa explain lebih banyak lagi gitu. Nah, tapi I hope Cisa dan Dani ngerebutal mainnya tidak ceritable lagi, oh please. And the next, actually I want to speak a little bit slowly, but ya we dikejar sama waktu, so ya faster, faster, and faster. So that's why you see the debaters always speak really fast, because they have a lot of things to say in the 8 minutes, in the several moments, in the several times. So yeah, that's why. Karena tadi tuh rasanya panas banget, keburu waktu, panas, panik.
You are reminded that you are that worth it for them to actually.
Enough. It is more harm than benefit, and the end of the day, the result of contemporary media it cannot to gain. Three parts of my speech: first, response and rebuttal; two, extension, contribution, and argument; and third, waging and consideration. First, rebuttals and response. A. First, small actions are not interesting. This is just bare minimum. We are strongly disagree. Three layers. First, calling small action as bare minimum already shows the problem. In real life, most meaningful change comes from small, consistent action, not dramatic moments. Healthy communication, like daily effort, showing up for your partner, supporting friends, and etc. This may look simple, but they are the foundation of real relationship and real growth, and it's more realistic, right? The second one is not everything valuable needs to be explosive. Just because something is quiet does not mean it has no depth. In this style storytelling,
It actually really kayak aku tuh bersyukur banget dapat mosi ini, karena itu mosi yang aku pede buat speech in, and I'm really into it, the motion, but I can't have any more time to explain it more, because ya cuma 8 menit guys, dan itu sebenarnya mosi yang alhamdulillah ya Allah mengabulkan doa ambo. Kayak mosinya tuh mosi yang sangat gampang untuk aku, bukan gampang sih, maksud aku tuh kayak aku pede gitu nah untuk menyampaikannya. I actually confident to speak about that, and I actually really into it to this motion. Kayak aku juga banyak nonton anime yang slow living gitu-gitu, terus not some kind of ini kind of that a big moment, tapi itu tuh bikin kita tuh jauh lebih menghargai momen kecil, lebih menghargai kehidupan yang sebenarnya itu seperti apa gitu, nah bukan tentang big moment terus gitu. Nah itu tuh sebenarnya kayak kamu nonton kayak Beyond the Free Range Story gitu, atau musik kayak story yang kayak Free Range gitu, or yang With You Rain in the Cat itu, terus kayak banyak ya pokoknya film-film anime yang slow living, slice of life gitu-gitu. Banyak hal sebenarnya pengen masih aku sampaikan di emosi ini, tapi waktu 8 menit tuh really sempit, kayak aku cuma bisa jelasin dan explain about that, dan itu tuh kayak sekitar 4-5 menit lebih, karena I can afford it in my English. And the second one that aku baru jelasin kayak apa yang fundamentalnya gitu. Nah itu juga belum kayak jelas kayak Dani apa dah, tapi but thank you udah notice Ambo untuk jelasin beberapa hal konteks ini tadi. Aduh, Ambo harap Ambo udah melakukan tugas yang baik lah, at least walaupun tidak terbaik, dan Ambo harap masih dikasih kesempatan sekali lagi untuk lanjut dan membuktikan diri kayak Cisa, kayak Dani, kayak diri Ambo sendiri. I hope Cisa bisa gendong lagi, dan Dani tadi udah ngelakuin yang terbaik juga sih. Aduh.
What makes that movie a movie then? It's just going. We had a great discussion and we came to a unanimous call, advancing to the quarterfinals. Novice quarterfinals. Congratulations to side affirmative, Universitas Bengkulu, and commiserations for UNER B.
Yes. 2, 1. Okay. I think yeah, we know that this is the prediction motion, which one will happen or not at the end of the day in the future, right? So I think the first main question that we have to ask for this motion is that does it make sense to believe that AI will fall into a deep winter in less than 10 years? Because we believe that as the negative 10 years is not that long, it's really short time, short moment, and society will still really need it, investor or government still need it, because already right now is depend or AI, yeah, and or technology, right? So I think for the first steps is that I want to tell to you that is about the framing. First is about the rebuttals first. That okay. For the rebuttals, that they says that the investor will not want to invest in AI because many resources are required. I think that is wrong because I think investor is really will not to be afraid of a large arch of the number because they use all the money is using the uang dingin, for example, and that they investor, right, they know actually where the kind of the things that they have to research in the future right now, because they know at the end of the day in the future people will be more needed the AI because many resources because they will not be afraid because the number of the workers of resources, because they believe that people will increasingly want to and need this AI. So I think that's not really will be manifest at the end of the day. And the second one, I think AI will be still be attractive because or will be stay have peminat in the end of the day, because in today's world the main power of this today's world is about the data. The strength of our country is no longer about the military, but about the power of data and technology. It's not about whether a country is strong because it is military resources or many soldiers in your country, but it's about how they can collect the data or to strengthen the country, how they can make their country advanced, efficient, and capable of storing data properly and securely, right. I think because right now, we are not kind of the in the previous zaman, or like where we war or something like that. We war in the system, we war in using and we are competitive in the AI and technology. So I think that's not really I think that's not will happen at the end of the day, especially in the 10 years. Okay, moving to my framing, I think that the first, how important AI is that human awareness is of the resources is becoming increasingly limited. We think that lands or plants is becoming more scarce right now. It's more not really visible right now, or not really viable right now, because we actually have a lot of home right now, have a lot of people right now. So yeah, we can get the kind of the property or asset in the traditional things, right, like that, right. So this is why the government is developing AI, because they feel there is nothing else that can be developed beside the AI, or especially in the 10 years. Because right now we still didn't have any kind of the properly land or plans or kind of the asset in that way, right. And the second, not many people have access to AI yet, and there's not even distribution between regions because the starting to points are different. Because in Indonesia or my city right now, it's not really distribution between using AI in your country, or even in your city, because we still have different path, different step to using AI right now. So it will be difficult to change society, especially since this is still global phenomenon. If someone feels like is it enough, I think it's not yet enough. Like for example, AI is still being developed, like Chris in areas of Indonesia, right? And Chris still have to expand in the years by years in others country, right. I think so. That explain that why people will not feel it is sufficient, because in fact some parking system are still manual. There are no electric tools, especially in my city right now, for example, and there's no urgency for them to feel satisfied enough to stop using AI, because actually we know AI is can efficient ourselves, can make is really effective, helping us to for right now, and technology is using AI is really massive in the round of the world right now, right. So I think it's like there will not be AI winter yet, especially in 10 years, because even society is not ready to has not experienced it evenly. The second one is that we quite agree that a slowdown might happen because because of the cases mentioned by the affirmative, but that doesn't mean that AI winter, because I think that actors like countries that use AI for their defense afraid of fraud or data leaks, because now data is the most valuable asset, like I said previously to you. So that's why they will feel threatened. So I think that so that as an AI winter is unlikely, they will instead prioritizing the upgrading their AI, right? Because yeah, it's about the security, it's about how much data that you can provide in your country, how efficiency your country and using AI, because yeah, that's the tolak ukur in our country right now, in the world right now, how strange your country it is depend on how much your technology, especially your AI, is massive or not right now. And the actor is about the countries, large companies and hospital and the military are all already using AI right now. It's not an option anymore, but because it's a basic need, because if you use AI now, AI works faster, more accurately, and has a fewer reason to stop, right? So everyone is AI now, like it in healthy care especially, or in the bank operation, like using AI Chris, or operation in the bank, or it can register in the bank without using or without ketemu sama tellernya langsung, for example, and extra like that. So like Chris and digital payment tools and extra. So I think that is a massive funding stop, like investor or edge technology developers have still stopped investing their money, but many AI project will be abandoned, research will stall, and it not requested or not managed anymore, so which should become a general crisis problem, not just smart issue. So I think that's for the all margins, for the all metrics proud to be negative.
Transparent, right? What does this government action probably reflect
Anjay,
the
lawan anak
rational
GM
perception?
cuy.
Because you are
Representing Kadio for the announcement. It was an intense battle of Unhasbi as affirmative and Unpad-A as negative. Incredible sets of judges that judging along with Kadio were me, Kagifari, Chuka, and also Mona. And it was a unanimous decision that the team that proceed to the novice semifinal of IFED 2026 is the negative team. So congratulations to Unpad-A and commiseration to the affirmative team Unhasbi. Giving it back to Kyla.
Thank you so much, Panaya. Congratulations for negative and commiserations to affirmative. Next room in Lab Tech 9. We have Kak Hafiz. Where's yours?
Hi everyone, I'm Hafiz, cheering in Lab Tech 96301. In affirmative team, we had UID. In negative team, we had Sampurna University. Judging with me were wonderful set of panels, Debbie, Vicky, Glenn, and Rachel. After quiet, good debate, we came into unanimous decision. Congratulations to the team, the second team proceeding into the semifinal of IFED, novice semifinal of IFED 2026. Negative team, Sampurna University.
Thank you so much, Kak Hafiz. Congratulations to Sampurna University and commiserations for UID. Next room in GKU Barat, Aska.
Hi, okay, so in GKU Barat, it was a debate between Unpad B in affirmative and also UIC in negative. It was a very great round. I was judging alongside Kak Carlos, Kak Joka, Kak Nail, and Kak JJ. After careful deliberation, it came into a unanimous decision going to negative side to UIC. Congratulations and commiseration to Unpad B.
Thank you so much, Aska. Congratulations to UIC and commiserations to Unpad B. Last room, CRCS lantai 4, calling Kak Anisha.
Alright, hi everyone. So in room CRCS lantai 4, it was a battle between UGM and also Universitas Bengkulu debating AI winter, and the amazing set of judges were Amira, Kelvin, Marwanto, Kariski, and I. And actually we came to a split decision, and the split is 4-1. with the chair in majority. So we would like to congratulate the team proceeding to the Nova semifinals to Affirmative UGM. Once again, congratulations to Affirmative UGM and commiseration to Univ.
Thank you so much, Kak Anisha.